Hi, good morning, everyone. Carrie from KDS Insurance Services with another helpful reminder, tip, info, whatever you want to call it. I had a phone call this morning from a very distraught customer that I've known for a very long time. And, it's one of those situations where I think that it's good to talk about to help others so they may not be quite as frustrated or concerned, and they can have the real specific and correct details when dealing with this particular entity, and that is your mortgage company. Don't we all love to call our mortgage company? It seems like it takes, first of all, forever to get anybody on the phone, and second of all, it just doesn't seem like they're very helpful anymore. After all, they are handling probably your biggest purchase in your life. So I want to revisit a subject that causes a lot of my clients grief, and I would have to assume that if it's causing my clients grief, that it's causing you grief. I've experienced this myself personally, and that's changing your insurance before your current insurance expires, that is impounded by your mortgage company. Okay, so you've decided you found a better price, a better carrier. For whatever reason, you've decided you want to change your current insurance policy. But that policy doesn't expire, and let's just use a date into the future, May. Okay, it's now February. Your policy doesn't expire until May. So you call your mortgage company, and your mortgage company says, oh no, you can't make that change right now. You have to wait until the current policy expires. No, that is not true. The only reason they are telling you that is they are trying to force that upon you, because then they are going to have additional paperwork and additional processing. You as a consumer have the right to change your homeowner's insurance whenever you want. It's not up to your mortgage company to make that decision. It's your home, it's your policy, and so therefore you control it, not your mortgage company. So what do? Well, you first call your agent, you decide on what that new policy is going to be, what the carrier is, and the agent then processes that new application, and also at the same time produces a declarations page and an invoice to your mortgage company, because it's impounded, which means your mortgage company collects your payments throughout the year, and then your mortgage company pays the insurance company. Okay, so in this situation, in this scenario, they've paid your premium through May of this year. Well, you found a policy that saves you $600 a year. That's $500 a month, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, $50 a month. Sorry, calculated that wrong. But $50 is $50. That pays for 2 weeks of groceries, depending on how much food you buy, right? So you're entitled to make that change. They cannot stop you from making that change. I want to make that very, very clear. So you have found this savings. Your agent has written a new policy. Your agent has the documentation ready to send to your mortgage company, which is required. Your agent has to do that. You have to call in and tell the mortgage company you are changing it, because that is mandatory to protect you as the account holder. So you call them and say, okay, my agent is going to be sending you a new policy, a new declarations page, and a new invoice. And I need you to move forward with a payment so the insurance companies can get paid. So what happens to the money they've already paid? Well, your old insurance company, your agent's going to call them or send them a transaction to cancel your insurance. Now, that refund for the money they've already paid from today through May, that refund, depending on the carrier, is either going to come directly to you or it's going to go directly back to the mortgage company. That's a question you need to find out, because you need to track that money. It depends on the carrier. Some carriers send it directly to you as the insured, and some, again, send it back to the mortgage company. If they send it back to the mortgage company, this is a lot simpler process. But if they send it to you, this is what you have to do. You've got to collect that unearned premium, the refund, and you need to send it back to your mortgage company so it can be put back into your impound account. Okay? So the refund, the money that the insurance company did not earn, the current company, which you've now canceled from February to May, so you have February, March, and April, and May, 4 months, where there's a refund due. So that refund has to go back to your mortgage company, and it is put into your escrow account. Then the mortgage company will then send a check to your new insurance company with the new annual premium, and your new policy starts on your effective date, which is February now and not May. Now, the reason this causes trouble is because the mortgage companies, they just don't want to do the work. Let's be just real honest here. They just don't want to put the effort out to have to process another check, put a deposit in, upload the information, and they're not even uploading the information now. Agents are doing it. I'm doing it. I just did one. I go to mycoverageinfo.com and I put the new policy information in. I upload it to your mortgage company, and the mortgage company has it. It takes literally less than a minute. So the agents are actually doing that. So what is the mortgage company doing? They're holding your money, is what they're doing. And they're going to try to hold you ransom for it and say, no, you can't do that. It is your right as a consumer. You have the right as a consumer to change your insurance when you want. So when they give you grief, you just simply say, no, that's unacceptable. I have already changed my insurance policy. I am notifying you of that change, and my agent has uploaded the new documentation for you. Once the refund is back in my impound account, you need to send a new check to the new insurance company immediately. And you ask them to send you a copy of that so you have it. So if your agent happens to get a warning because that new premium hasn't been paid, then you have the documentation to show the agent that, oh yes, I spoke to the mortgage company, this is the date that I talked to them, and this is the date that they are sending the check. I hope this helps. It's confusing, it's annoying, and they try to run roost on you, the mortgage companies. They're trying to control what you do as a consumer, and that's never a good thing. It's your money, it's your house, it's your insurance policy, and it is your choice. So I hope this helps. Of course, always check with your own agent and make sure that he or she may have some sort of different processing, but this is just the general process of what is done, and it should not be as complicated as the mortgage companies are trying to make it. They just simply don't want to do the work. Welcome to the world that we live in 2024. This is Carrie from KDS Insurance Services. Of course, feel free to reach out to me if I can answer any questions, but this is one of those things that you really do need to talk to your agent to make sure the processing is done correctly for you. It's your house, your choice, not theirs. Have a blessed day.